Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So I was thinking of what spread I could do for my what do you call it? My series I've been doing for my tarot spread series, and I haven't really been doing the research I want to be doing to look into it and find spreads. And then tonight I run across Little Zen Crone, her wine or deck party that she did yesterday, and she did a interview spread. So I thought, and I haven't done an interview spread in probably since December of last year, not 2020, 2019, or not 20, yeah, not 2020, but 2019. So it's been a while, and so I thought I would go ahead and do that spread, trying to figure out why, because I only buy decks that really call to me. And as I've said, with this deck that I just did an interview with, or not interview with, a walkthrough with the other day when I got it, I don't really know why this deck called to me. It's not my aesthetic. It seems very confusing to me at times. There are cards in there that I really resonate with and are like, So I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone? Find out a little bit more information about this deck with an interview spread and do the spread on here. So I don't have anything to show you, but it's 5 questions with 5 cards. And this is the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight, published by Low Scare Barrel. Got it on Amazon. I think it was like 21 bucks. But it's just been coming up to me lately. And comes with a little white book, a couple extra cards. These are the backs. Well, that's not the back. These are the backs. And so I thought I would do a spread with you guys and see what we can learn from this deck. Why it's, was calling me. So here we go. What I'm going to do is do a little breathing meditation real quick while I'm holding the cards. And then we'll get into the questions. But first, I need a drink. Sorry about that. Got super thirsty all of a sudden. And if you hear scratching or anything, that's my dog. She's over in the chair. Okay, so let me take a breath here. Okay, so I've kind of did a little breathing meditation. I asked my guide to step forward and work with me with this deck to find out some deeper meanings or why this deck was calling me. So, for question 1, it is, why do I need you in my life? Why do I need you in my life? And that one jumped out at me very quick. There's 2. Let's do just 1. Why do I need you in my life? Why do I need you in my life? So that's card 1. Card 2, how can we work together? Work together. Card 3 is, how will you challenge me? one popping out right there. How will you challenge me? So 4 is, what are your greatest strengths? What are your greatest strengths? And 5 is, what are the limitations of this deck? Okay. So, now that we've got the cards out here, let's take a look. So for card 1, why do I need you in my life? I have Knight of Pentacles. With this Knight, I'm getting a very carefree feeling. And I think that rings true for me of why do I need this deck in my life? Because it's a more fun, whimsical, magical world kind of deck. And I'm a very serious person when it comes to my practice, my spirituality, my tarot cards. Most of my tarot decks that I have are very deep and very powerful and very spiritually just like deep. And so I think that's a really good answer to the question, why do I need you in my life, is to learn to just let my hair down, have fun, ride the bird. Yeah, so I find that very interesting. So 2, how can we work together? Excuse me. And I got the 10 of Chalices. Or the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups, we normally see, you know, the happy family, with the rainbow and all that. And this card gives me a very different, it almost kind of gives me the Hangman feeling with him upside down. But it's also, there's this teamwork, this give and take that I'm seeing in this card also. So that, and I just heard, you give as much as you get, which to me is, you're going to get back what you put into this. What you put into me, I will give back to you. And it's a give and take. It's a teamwork thing. And I love that, actually. Really, really love that. Hold on one moment. Okay, so for card 3, how will you challenge me? And I got the Hermit. And I literally feel like I'm being called out right now, because it's almost like it's telling me, you know, go see the world, go do things, stop being a hermit. Because I am essentially a hermit. I would rather stay at home every day, day in and day out. I've said before, when everybody else was complaining about having to stay in because of COVID, I was like, yes, finally, I get to stay home on purpose. Because I am a hermit. And I feel like this just literally called me out, was like, you know, you're a hermit. You need to branch out. And so it's almost like I'm treating decks. It's almost like it's telling me I've been treating decks safely. This is going to be out of my comfort zone. And maybe that's why I feel so uncomfortable with it now, because it's out of my hermit mode. And it's going to take me out of that. And that's how it's going to challenge me, is taking me to new levels of something. So I found that very, very interesting. Very interesting. So number 4, what are your greatest strengths? And if you hear a dog barking, that's my other dog outside. She wanted to go out and now she's doing nothing but barking. And here we have the 8 of Cups. And this is one of the cards when I first did my walkthrough that just kind of freaked me out, because you see this guy here, almost like a vampire dude. And then her hair is actually part of the tree. Like, she's part of the tree. The Eight of Cups is, my favorite depiction of this card is in the Light Seers, where she's literally burnt, what doesn't, she's literally burning in a bowl on the water, a bowl of what doesn't, benefit her, and she's walking away. And so I find that, very interesting that, and again, I feel like I'm being called out. It's like your strengths are in the uncomfortable. The strength, and this is one of the cards that made me feel uncomfortable. It's telling me this is the strengths of this deck are going to be the things that make me uncomfortable, are going to be what is needed, to get past those things. I can't let them go if I'm not facing them because they're uncomfortable. And that's just super interesting. So it's almost like it's with these, several of these cards, it's like we're taking you to new heights. We're taking you to another level of understanding. And we're going to go out of your comfort zone to do that. And especially those two going together like that. And then number 5, what are the limitations of this deck? 5 of Swords. And this is another card that made me feel uncomfortable, because she's got 2 faces here. The birds literally look like they're picking away at the other one's brains or their hair. And the Swords is all about the mind. Swords is my favorite suit in this deck, or in any deck. And the 5 of Swords normally is, again, there's a uncomfortable formality about it. It's just, wow. It's like, you have multiple masks that you wear, and we're going to strip that away. And there's a lot of overthinking here. And that could be the limitations of this deck as well, is overthinking things. That's I would say my interpretation of my limitations is overthinking everything. I'm always in my head, always. So I find that very, very, very interesting for this deck. So let's go to the book and see what the book says about these cards. So for card 1, Knight of Pentacles. If I can find it. And it's just a quick, brief description of them. But from what I've read on a couple cards already, when I did this spread, or did a card, it's talking about the card itself. So the Knight of Pentacles. Being the master of everyday life is a good thing. Stability, comfort, and safety result. It is not always enough, though, when the stern siren song of adventure sounds. It's enough to make you chuck it all and follow. And that's kind of like what I said was, I'm one of those people that am all about being stable, being in stable relationships, having stability, because I didn't have that growing up. My life was very chaotic when I was younger. So my life now is all about being stable. But I've taken it, I think, to another level of not wanting to go out on adventures, being the hermit. And I love that. That is what I picked up on that card. So that's pretty cool. And I feel like this is more, even though this is what that card meant, is what I said, I am feeling it is a more intuitive, as well. So the 10 of Chalices, or 10 of Cups. It says, this is for the one, how can we work together? Well matched, balanced, the perfect yin. I had to flip the page. Their yang, to their yang. Surrounded by your shared love always strengthens each other's calm center and create a safe place that you can always visit. Wow. Number 3, how will you challenge me? The Hermit. Always alone with, alone with his thoughts, trying to give them form with words. The Hermit hesitates, realizing he can only audify a small portion of the truth. Much that he knows cannot be written. That's very interesting. And 4, what are your greatest strengths? On the 8 of Chalices. What? Let me see if it shows up here better. What is one to do when one must leave, especially when what must be left is beautiful and lovely and a good life, but still is somehow just not right? Wow. 5 of Swords. So it says, don't kid yourself. No doctor's mask will eliminate evil. If you go amongst evil, if you entertain the thoughts, if you move your moral line bit by bit, be assured you will find yourself infected. That just gave me chills. Wow. Wow. And that is, what are your limitations? What are the limitations of this deck? That's crazy. Crazy. So then I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck to see what the shadow card is. And it's the Tower. It's, wow. And to me, the Tower is basically about, you have the foundation. So no matter what happens with the, with what's going on, no matter what happens to the upper level of the tower, if it's broken down, needs rebuilding, it can still be rebuilt because there's a foundation there. And I feel like that's, again, like calling me out. Like, you have the foundation. Stop trying to prevent the old from coming away. It needs to fall away. It needs to go away so that you can rebuild better. And that just gave me chills again. So yeah, this was very interesting spread. If you guys have this deck, if you've worked with it, if you don't like it, if you do like it, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this spread. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a great night. Bye.